In 1968, the times were right for agitation. A great part of our students had become professional students, and there was unrest all around the world. And God knows we had been denying justice to the Negroes for 100 years. We had passed some civil rights bills, and they helped, but you don't see the effect of legislation overnight. My heart was always with those who had been deprived. I always remembered those Mexican kids I taught back in Catula, and the hurt look in their eyes that just gets born there if you're poor and you're discriminated against. My heart was with the students too, the protesting students, although they would never know that, and I don't suppose they'd ever believe it. I'd hear those chants, "Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today?" And I knew there was a long gulf between them and me, which neither one of us could ever do much about. I was doing what I thought was right for them and right for their country and their children, but they couldn't see that. What we were doing was based on actions that were made and decisions that were taken before some of them were even born. And that's a hard thing to understand. I didn't blame them. They didn't want to get killed in a war, and that's easy to understand. It would be wonderful if there were a way in which each generation could start off fresh, just wipe the state clean and say, okay, the new world begins today. But nobody's ever found a way to do that. There's a continuity in history that's one of our greatest strengths, but maybe it's one of our weaknesses too. If a young man says, "You're sending me to Vietnam because of the Cito Treaty, but I wasn't around when you passed that treaty, and I don't believe in it, and I don't think it's right to put my life on the line for something that was decided when I was in my cradle," well, there's something there to listen to. But we can say to young men and women, you're free, you can vote, you can deny the state the right to enter your house, you can speak your mind without fear of prison, and we can say all these things to them because of decisions made and actions taken before any of us were born, before our parents and grandparents were born.